So I'm going to have to start backwards, I guess. The Bond Experience Day was fantastic. So David from the Bond Experience and AJ Chowdhury put a fantastic itinerary together. And if you've seen anything from your blog, Matt, or if our audience have seen, you kind of know what the spiel is. Go around a city and tour all the brands that have been featured in the Bond film. Now, when you did the New York experience, I believe you did Tom Ford, Sunspell, was N. Peel in there?
Yeah, we had 2 different days.
Right.
So we went to, I believe, 3 different brands in each day. Turnbull and Asser, lots of brands.
So for this one in London, we crammed it all into one day, and I believe there were 6 or 7 brands. 7 brands, I think. Let me start from back to front, though, because the Nicolas Cage, I got to see the blueprint of his head measurements in Lock & Co. So Lock & Co. is a very famous hat company in the UK and did the Black Panama for Sean Connery, and also some of the morning hats, top hats for A View to a Kill, and Timothy Dalton's morning dress as well. In what was that, License to Kill? So what was really cool was on the wall they have all of the blueprints for these hat measurements in a bit of paper that is like a reduction of the size, and Nicolas Cage was on there in the 2015. And he's about 59 centimeters big, but then they brought out what was called a conformator, which is this huge weird metallic, looks like a metallic typewriter for a hat, which sounds weird, but I posted something on our Twitter so people can check that out, Tailors with Love. And this conformator would have been used to measure the hat size for Roger Moore and possibly Timothy Dalton for License to Kill. So once the gentleman, I believe his name was Michael, the shop manager, brought this conformator out, which looks like a weird torture device. You know, everyone just gathered around it like the Holy Grail. It was nuts. So that was really cool. So I'm going to work backwards weirdly, and then Floris, which is the fragrance company down Jermaine Street that Ian Fleming mentions in the book. I believe it's mentioned 2 or 3 times, once in Moonraker, and I forget the others. And
the soaps.
The soaps as well. And the fragrance 89 is the famous fragrance that Fleming wore, although they never really rhapsodize about this. So they never put it on huge banners and say this was definitely it. It's only through word of mouth and people discovering it, chasing paper trails that this has come to life. And they were kind enough to gift me, again for YouTube, a little bag. They gave me a moisturizer map, so I can now the Gentleman Floris moisturizer. And check this out, a little vial of number 89.
Ooh.
So I can go around smelling like Fleming. Oh yeah.
When I went with Zaritsky's group to Turnbull and Asser in New York, they gave us a sample of Floris's Turnbull and Asser fragrance.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, because they did a collaboration, didn't they? Yeah,
I think that's still going, but I tried that and I love that one.
Yeah. So I didn't get a chance to smell that, but this is going to be. I did get a chance to smell this in the store, and if you are in London, do check out these brands because Floris is a very old shop. I mean, so old that some of the stuff is A-listed inside. So when you have a listed building, it means you need to apply to the government to make any changes. And because some of the buildings are so old, they're like, look, you can't just come along and change the name of the building or change the brickwork, etc. You have to apply for licenses. And some of the stuff inside the actual shop, again, is so old, you'd need permission to actually change anything around. So
wow,
that's really cool.
I love that.
Yeah,
New York does not have that. Very sad.
We're very blessed in this country with some great historic buildings, and Lock & Co. is one of the actual oldest buildings. So I believe there's a butcher's in Devon that's about 500 years old that no one's actually getting anywhere near in terms of age, but these shops aren't far off that. And there's no straight lines because of it. When you walk in, there's all kind of curves and nothing's flat and nothing's straight. Everything's kind of skew. Anyway, we've got to quickly reel these off. So Sunspell was an awesome experience in Sunspell. And that's where I met Anders, who I knew Anders was from the blog From Sweden with Love, but I didn't join the dots that he's also George Lazenby's manager. So that was great because Anders then introduced me. He goes, Pete, look, I know that we've been talking to each other and you asked to get George on the podcast. I said, "Oh yeah, great. Oh, Anders, brilliant." He goes, "Yeah, we're just crazy busy, but once it all calms down, George would love to come on, and we'll make the magic happen." So that's really exciting. I said to Anders, "Well, look, I loved becoming Bond because I cried a couple of times during that kind of mini doc film." And I said it was weird because I didn't know anything about the love story that was involved, and that was really the narrative of that. If you haven't seen it, by the way, do check out Becoming Bond, the whole story of how George Lazenby gets to be Bond. So I cried when he cried, and there's no mention of him losing his son. I believe Lazenby's lost his son. And Anders said, "Yeah, well, all you got to do is when you talk to George, if you do mention that, he will instantly break down and cry. There's a massive hole in his heart for that." So anyway, super interesting. Let's hope we can get George on at some point. I'm quickly going to reel these off, Matt. Don't worry. Turnbull and Nasser, we did go, but what was quite funny was that something got lost in the post. They didn't know that we were coming, and so about 15 Bond enthusiasts arrive in Turnbull and Nasser and want the walkthrough demonstration, which was really good because James Cook, the manager, gave us the guided tour, and we even got to stand in the same spot where Sean Connery got measured for his suits. For his shirts for Dr. No.
Is that spot in the bespoke shop or in the main shop?
That's in the main shop downstairs. So
okay.
What was really cool about that spot was there was a picture of Mr. Fish, or Michael Fish as he was then, who was the designer of the shirts, but typically he wouldn't have been in the shot. It would have been the pattern cutters that would have been in the shot, or so we were told. But they were too shy. They didn't want to get into the photo, so hence Michael Fish got in the shot. And then for people that know their fashion history, Michael Fish went on to be Mr. Fish, designing all of these great ostentation clothes. And I believe that's now under the umbrella of Mason and Sons, isn't it, Mr. Fish?
Yes,
Yeah.
They now own Mr. Fish and make some shirts with that name.
So a lot of history. We did go into the bespoke section, and that's where we got to see where Daniel Craig stood and got measured for his shirts. So that's fascinating. NPL, all I'll say about NPL is that they've got some big news coming. We got the exclusive, but then we got told to put our phones down and not record. So keep your eyes peeled. Sorry, that's terrible. Oliver Brown, again, these guys were fantastic. We got to look at the whole collection. Big news coming from Oliver Brown. They will be reissuing some of the collection, the 007 collection, the stuff that sold out. They'll be reissuing in July, I believe. They were kind enough to gift me this t-shirt, which, again, for the YouTube guys, is Beach Boy, one of their signature t-shirts. This is obviously the A View to a Kill jacket that I haven't taken off. I literally have not taken this jacket off. It goes everywhere.
I've noticed every picture of you. You're wearing that.
It's so comfy. It is so beautiful. People know how I feel about this jacket. It's just, and by the way, it gets treated. I mean, I walk around like with rubber gloves, just picking it up because I don't want to get any grease on it. That's a lie, but you know what I mean. And lastly, Sophie Harley, who designed the jewelry for Casino Royale, or the Algerian Love Knot, I should say. That was a huge centerpiece in that film. We got to sit down with her, and I also got some interview on tape with Sophie. So she was really generous with her time. It was a little bit weird because David already did the interview with Sophie, and he goes, "Does anyone else want to speak to her?" I said, "Absolutely." I didn't have any questions lined up. I just had the dictaphone, hit record, and she was so great. She gave us a lot of time and did all the heavy lifting with the answers. So that was great. Oh, I should say, Matt, lastly, before we get to the interview, NPL did actually give us something. And this is what you get from NPL. I haven't even had a chance to open it. So let me I know it doesn't make for great podcasting, but this is why you got to jump on the YouTube, folks. Look how it comes nicely packaged up there. So I've not opened this yet. Oh wow, this is like
it's top secret.
Yeah, I hope it's not like Pete. Don't show anyone this. This is going to be the next feature for the Bond. Oh, hello. Oh, dude, it's a hat. Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
Yeah, I really need one of these. 100% cashmere. It's like this.
Wait, and is that maroon?
It's
What's
beautiful.
the color?
It's like, yeah, I guess it's a maroon, like a red wine, maybe a bit deeper than a red wine.
A burgundy.
Yeah, it is beautiful, and it's got some nice little bits of like fleck colors. You might be able to see some inflection there. Beautiful.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you, and Peel. This is going on. Okay, Matt. Thanks for indulging me with that, and listeners also. It is an amazing day. I know Dave Zaritsky is going to be doing a lot of content, as will we be, throughout the course of the next few months.
So, Pete, where are people going to be able to get all this content besides the podcast?
So besides the podcast, you'll be able to find David Zaritsky. Obviously, he'll do some YouTube. He pretty much interviewed everybody. We'll be putting stuff on our YouTube, which you can find through your website, Matt, bondsuits.com. We'll be publishing stuff on Twitter all the time, which is Tailors with Love. That's where we share all the news. And I guess just keep your eye on the Bond community. I mean, you should be following the likes of Morton, James Bond Magazine, Anders, Sweden from Love, like all the people that I've mentioned. Hunt them down on social media, because they'll be posting their interpretations and their thoughts on the experience as well.
And you're going to be posting things on your own Instagram?
Absolutely. So my Instagram is human_research. I've already posted a few bits already, and keep an eye on that. My blog is humanresearch.xyz. I'll be doing a full annotation of all the days, and I'll be explaining them a lot better with all the imagery that I took. I took 1,001 pictures, so that's all going to go on.